and we gave up a lot. The monetary system disintegrated over time. The country became poorer. But what happened, though, what really brought this to the attention of the American people happened 4 or 5 years ago, 07 and 08. During that time, with this collapse of the economy, even though some would argue, well, we're pulling it together, about to have economic growth, I think most Americans, most people in the world realize now how serious it is. And they're saying, well, maybe what we have been doing for 70, 80, 90 years, or even 100 years on foreign policy, domestic policy, monetary policy, maybe it isn't working. No, it isn't working. It's a total failure because we have left our roots, and therefore people are saying we have to reassess ourselves, and that is what I think America is doing right now. This is why I think we're getting thousands and thousands of people waking up and saying, yes, the government can't take care of me from cradle to grave, because what does government have? They produce nothing. All they can do is steal from one group and give it to another, and that destroys wealth. That does not produce wealth. So the opportunity has presented itself, and the numbers are growing, and we have different groups coming together. I have met so many, and I've known them personally, and I knew of it in the 50s and the 60s of a few individuals who knew what was coming, even during the days of FDR, when they saw these problems coming. But it was a small number of people. They would write and study and try to hold people together in this understanding. And to me, it reminds me of the remnant that is the Old Testament. There's always somebody in society that will hold the truths together. Even in the Soviet system, when you think of Solzhenitsyn, he was born at the time of the revolution. He grew up under Soviet dictatorship. And here was a man that was educated, spoke fluent English, read the classics, and wrote, and he was raised under this tyrant, under this tyranny of communism. So he was part of a remnant that existed even in the Soviet system. And in this country, we have many that belong, and the Old Testament teaches us those people who cling to truth are not known. We don't even know our numbers. All I know is I see a remnant growing by leaps and bounds, people who have been frustrated over the years and saying, the time has come. And it was once said that when the time has come, an idea whose time has come, even the armies of big governments cannot stop an idea whose time has come. The remnant had been holding this together. There were only a few think tanks that thought this way over many decades. But there are many now. There are many professors now teaching this. There's a growing interest. But the exciting part for me is a whole generation of young people now are studying, and they're excited about what true liberty is